my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me, and answer me. When thou saidst, seek ye my face. My heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I had fainted, unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today is respond, to this brother. All right, his channel is Lightbringer, 144K. I believe the brother name is Aharon, if I'm saying it right. I know it goes into Aaron, in the transliterate to the English, but so the brother had a powerful dream, a powerful vision, and it's an eye opener, and it's a vision, that's perfect for the times that we're in. It's very spiritual. There's a lot, to unpack, and we're just going to deal with a particular segment, but, you can get several videos and topics, off, this vision, all right, that the Lord blessed the brother with. And it's also a thing of fear, okay, because when I just seen, the title, I was spooked, the title of Some Brothers Just Didn't Make It. Okay. So I'm looking at the title. I seen it yesterday, and it was, it had a shock factor to it. All right. Because what we have to understand that we have to finish this thing out. Okay. To be delivered. You see, and it's a daily fight to make it to the end. And we have to understand that we're not owed anything. Okay? The Lord doesn't owe us salvation. Okay? There's a remnant, all right, whom the Lord is promised to serve, to promise to save. There's a remnant, there's promised salvation. But the thing is, we don't know if we're of that remnant. Okay? And this is why the Lord has it to where, that term the hopeful elect, because the Lord shows us that, hey, we could be of that hopeful elect. The Lord is dealing, showing us things, taking us through things, and, building our trust, building our faith, revealing things unto us. And that's a sign that we've been called. What does the scriptures say? Many are called, few are chosen. Okay? So we know we're called, all right? But it's going to be revealed who's chosen in the end. You see? And that's why we take this calling, all right? And we fight. You see? We constantly grow and develop in this thing, okay? And fight. This thing is an actual fight, all right, to the finish, okay? And these things are needed so we never get complacent. These dreams, visions that brothers have, okay, they're needed to prevent us from being complacent in this thing, man. Okay? No matter how, active we are, no matter how much we know, okay? No matter how many years we've been in, we got to finish. Okay? So, I'm going to play a portion of it, a snippet of it, which the whole video is about a little bit over 30 minutes, but the whole video extremely edifying, extremely spiritual, and it should put fire on our asses, man. Even brothers that's on fire, it should put more fire on our ass, man. Okay? Knowing that ain't nothing is guaranteed, man. That, hey, we gotta fight and finish. Okay? So let's just play this, and we'll get precepts, as we go through it. And Lord will, you brothers and you sisters are edified.
Here, then we'll stop here, then we'll hop here, and I was like, damn, man, this shit crazy, bro, look. And so I turned back and I looked and I was like, damn, look at the back, like the world that we just walked through from. It looked like a mess. It was like no life in it. It was dark, it was like gloomy, it was cold, and then we're walking towards this mansion that's made out of gold, and it's like life, vibrant. And I was just like excited, So I kept asking him, I was like, yo, so how you think it's gonna be like? He's like, man, bro, I don't even know, man. I'm kind of nervous. I was like, yo, bro, but what you think is going? He's like, yo, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Let's keep walking, So we kept walking, and then we got to the front. Right now, when we got to the,
now he said something spiritual, how the world, that they was leaving from was gloomy and dark, all right, which represent this current society, man. Okay, because this is a very dark, satanic, grimy, deceptive, okay, low vibration, low frequency society. And this is what we're leaving. He said the mansion, which represents the kingdom that they was going to, was very vibrant, man. And we have so much to look forward to and nothing to look back at, man. There's absolutely nothing in this world to look back at and try to pick up and start again with something in this world, man. And that's us, that's a sign of maturity and growing into this thing, okay, when we began to despise this world but desire the world to come, okay? That's a sign of maturity in this thing within itself. All right, 2 Corinthians 13 and is it it's 2 Corinthians 13, might be 10. So let's get this. Okay, 1 Corinthians 13:11. All right, 1 Corinthians 13:11 says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. And when we come into the truth, we become born again. And then we begin to grow. As a child, they grow into understanding. They grow, okay, into knowing what responsibility is. They grow out of their stage of living for fun, okay, and living with true purpose, living for a purpose that's bigger than yourself. Okay, and as we grow and mature in this faith, man, America, all right, we begin to despise this society, and we thirst for the society to come. Okay, and we see this world for what it is, and that's the thing about walking in the light. All right, there's Yahweh Shai. Let's get that in St. John 8 and 12. All right, walking in the light. St. John 8 and 12 said, Then spake Yahweh Shai again unto them, saying, I am the light of the world. He that follows me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. Okay, so as we follow Yahweh Shai, growing in Yahweh Shai, we see this place for what it is. We're in the light. There's a bright light, okay, through this wisdom and this understanding, okay, that the Lord has blessed us with, and we can grow in this thing. It shines more and more, and we can see what this place really is more and more. You know, we should have more of a hatred for this place, okay, this year than we did last year, than we did 3 years ago. We should have a more, all right, perfect hatred for this society, the way it's being ran, the people that it produces, okay? Our hatred should grow for this place, and our thirst for righteousness should grow for the kingdom to come. Because while we're in the light, we can see, okay? And this society is a big scam. All right, it's filthy, straight lewdness, as you see, you know, all these things being exposed and coming to the light. And that's still just the tip of the iceberg, the filthiness, you know, that's coming to the light, the filthiness that's been normalized, and, you know, all these different things, okay? But we're in the light, and we can see these things, man, all right? And we're walking in Yahweh Shai, and we're walking towards, all right, a righteous kingdom, man, okay? That's why you go here to Philippians. Let's get the book of Philippians, chapter 3, and verse 13. It says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, okay? And that's the thing. We can't. Apostle Paul was doing all these works. Apostle Paul, you know, and even the other apostles, had the power to heal. Apostle Paul brought someone back to life, and still said, look, I don't count myself like I've apprehended. And that's, you know, and that's heavy, man. He was able to resurrect life. You know, the Lord bestowed power upon him to resurrect life. Okay? And he still had the mindset, I ain't made it yet. You know? So he like, look, I don't count myself like I'm good, like I'm a shoe in this thing. Okay? And that's the every day we wake up with the mentality we got to prove ourselves every day. Every day we wake up is a day we got to prove ourselves in the truth, man. Okay? Not only doing videos, but in our day-to-day. Are we growing in our day-to-day? Okay? Are we becoming more patient? Are we becoming more disciplined? Okay? Are we becoming more brotherly? Okay? More merciful? More firm in places where we need to be firm? Are we growing as our day-to-day judgment, okay, increasing? Our discernment, okay? Every day we wake up, he got to prove ourselves, man. Okay? And this is what Yahweh Shai is dealing with. And this is, okay, on the men, beginning with the men that the Lord is preserving to be joint heirs with him in the kingdom that he's bringing, man. Okay? It says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. There's nothing behind us, man. Okay? You all right? We're going to stop teaching and go be a rapper. Okay? Go back to the Christian church. Okay? Go back to celebrating Christmas and chasing Eve and trying to impress niggas. Okay? There's absolutely nothing, okay, to look back to, man. All right? It's to the point to where trying to have ambition and aspiration in this world, it shouldn't even make sense anymore. All right? As we grow and get to a certain point, that shouldn't even make sense anymore, man. The things of this world. Okay? It says, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. And the brother was like, well, You know, they was walking toward this vibrant mansion, man, which is the kingdom, man. And man, just they're righteous, you know, just that high vibration that the kingdom gonna be on, their righteousness and power and splendor and wisdom, man. You know, that's what we begin to thirst for now. All right, well, you get that in Matthew 5, okay? Yeah, yeah, Matthew 5, all right, and 5. It says, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the kingdom. And see, meekness is a trait that we grow into, because we all came into this thing with some level of pride about ourselves, you know, coming from this world. But we grow in meekness in this truth, man. Understanding that, look, we here surely because of the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. We're nothing. Okay, the thing that separates us from 2/3 of our people, okay, is the Lord chose to have mercy on us before the foundation of the world began. Okay, and as we see that we are called, we show the appreciation, hey, by being diligent in this thing, man. Okay, not taking this thing for granted, not making this about us. Okay, but hey, coming this thing as a humble servant. All right, and those believers that come in with that mindset of a humble servant, it says they're going to eventually inherit the earth, and that's literal, man. You know, verse 6, it said, blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Okay, for they shall be filled. So blessed are they that hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled, man. So we have developed a thirst for righteousness, man. All right, and it's going to be filled, which means we're going to be satisfied with the righteous kingdom that Yahweh Shai is getting ready to bring to the earth, man. Okay, so let's go back to the brother's dream.
The lawn, the edge of the lawn, Amon Gabar was in front of me. I was in the middle. My brother was behind me. And I believe the Elder Atazim was already passed. He had already crossed already. He was already on the lawn waiting. And with a whole bunch of brothers, mad brothers, just waiting on the other side. And then when we got there, on the left side, on our left side, you had the first person that was standing there was Elder Apostle Tahar. He was standing there, followed by Elder Apostle Gabar, and then Elder Apostle Rhymelock. Those are the first three that I remember. And you had to salute those three men. And if you got the approval of all three men, then you could stand on the grass to be waiting for your name to be called, so you could go inside. You know, hey, relax. You know, so brothers was going up. You know, they salute the elders, the apostles. You know, and then if you get approved, you stand on the right side and you wait. You know, so I saw Amon Gabar go up first, and then when he went up there, Elder Apostle Tahar, he was wearing all white. All three of them were wearing all white, right? And it was white, but it was like just power. You know what I mean? Like it's just like pure white, and it had gold, like the chest, like the arm, the shoulder, all the way around here was gold, right? It was like straight gold. You could see it hanging like gold, you know.
And you know, he's describing, okay, well, we know in the book of Revelation, all right, Revelation 19 and 6, and it says, and I heard as it were the voice of a great multitude and the voice of many waters, and it says, and as the voice of mighty thunder, and saying, hallelujah, for the Lord power omnipotent, okay, reigneth. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife, which is the church, have made herself ready. And this is the time where we're making ourselves ready, all right, for this moment. You know, there's going to be an actual moment, you know, when we're presented before Yahushua, just as a bride. You know, it'll be a moment where she's presented, all right, before her husband. Okay, but that whole time, all right, which we're locking into the betrothal period, we're making ourselves ready, man. And we got to constantly make adjustments, man. As men, there's certain adjustments that we have to constantly make and tweak, you know, what they call fine tune, which, hey, I like that definition, fine tune. You know, we're being fine tuned, okay, for the marriage supper of the Lamb, All right, so you get this okay, this definition said fine tune. It says to make small adjustments to something in order to achieve the best or desired performance. Okay, to make small adjustments to something in order to achieve the best or desired performance, man. Okay, so we're constantly being tried, we're constantly being challenged, okay, in this thing, so we can change and be fine-tuned, all right, for what? For the best, all right, or desired performance, which what we're going to be joint heirs, okay, and you women, all right, you true sincere sisters, man, okay, you true sincere sisters are being fine-tuned to be wives of those men, okay, that's being fine-tuned to be joint heirs with Yahweh, man, okay, so, going back to it, it says, Revelation 19:7 said, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready, and to her was granted that she be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. You see, fine linen, clean and white. I wonder this word fine. See, does it give us some? All right, fine linen. Nah, it don't give us nothing. It goes into the garment. You know, they're very costly. Okay. All right. But going back into it, Revelation 19:8 says, to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. Okay. The fine linen is the righteousness of saints. Okay? So, this betrothal period is what we grow in righteousness, man. And we're going to be perfected, all right, as we're changed by Yahweh. And, hey, there's going to be an actual feast, the marriage supper of the Lamb, man. You best believe, you know, symbolically, the white linen represents the righteousness of the saints. Okay? But best believe, hey, we're going to be decked out in that feast, man. Okay? But, hey, the thing is, we got to make it. Okay? And I believe it's another one in Revelation, Elder Brother Shaquat had brought out. Okay? Oh, yep, this it. Revelation 7:9, it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, now you had the 12,000 men from each tribe. Okay? You know, those 144,000, that governing body that's going to be, you know, assisting Yahweh Shai and running everything, man. It says, and after this I beheld, Revelation 7:9, and after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations, kindred, people, and tongue, which these are Israelites, okay, delivered from all nations, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Now, that palm goes into a victory, okay, which when they had victory over this beast system, they didn't bend the knee, you know, whether they had to be martyrs, okay, for this belief, or the Lord preserved them for believing and not bending the knee. Okay, either way, it's gonna be a victory, man. Okay, and you go to the word robes. Okay, it goes into the
Strong's G 4749 Stale.
Okay, now you go to this last definition. It says, specifically, a loose outer garment for men extending to the feet, worn by kings, priests, and persons of ranks. Okay? Worn by kings, priests, and persons of rank. You see that? Okay? So they're seeing the apostles, you know, he describing, you know, their garments, you know, white with the, you know, with the gold, okay, accessories. Okay, hey, they're in those robes, man. All right, which we're gonna be at this time, Lord will, kings and priests. You know, man. Hey, this is why we here, man. So it's like, what are we doing? You know, we to the point now, like either we believe or we don't. Either we appreciate this thing or not, man. That's what we get to, man. It ain't no gray areas in this thing, man. Understanding what the goodness of the Lord, man. What Yahweh went through for us to even have an opportunity to do this, man. You know? So, yeah, let's go back.
And then I guess the girdle, if you want to call it that, was also made out of gold, you know, and it goes all the way down to their feet, and it was just pure gold, you know, and it was all white, you know, and all three of them were wearing the white. So we got there, and Wangabar gets there first, and then he bowed his head, and then he put his hand out, and Apostle Har held his hand, and he gave him a slow kiss on his hand, right? He gave him the salute, and then he kissed his hand, he closed his eyes, he blessed him, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. And then it was just so, like, the way it was done, I looked at it, I was like, damn, look, yo, he got mad love, look how slow yo, damn. You know, so I was like, yo, I can't wait to get there so I can make fun of him, like, damn, you got mad love, bro. You know? So, when I saw that, I was like, oh, shit, damn, that brother got mad love. Yeah, you know, it was just like, you know, kind of thing. So, then it was my turn, I got nervous, you know, so I got there. You know, I put my head down, I saluted Apostle R. He shook my hand, he kissed my hand, and I said, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. You know, and then I moved to Apostle Gabar, and then as soon as he saw me, he goes, hey, there you are, brother, I knew you were going to make it. And he kept saying that. He was like, I'm so happy to see you, man. I was waiting for you. I was like, where's the brother? You know? And I was like, he's like, where your brother at? I was like, oh, he's in the back. He's like, oh, yeah, God, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. You know? And then I say, hey, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah. And then I went to Elder Apostle Ramlab, and then he shook my hand. He gave me the same handshake, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakatah, and then he gave me a hug. So I hugged him back, and then he said, hey, good to see you, brother. I'm glad you guys made it. Dawadi Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So we hugged each other, and then I was like, okay, now we're good. You know, we got the approval of all three, so now we're good. You know, so I came and stood next to Amawang Gabar, and we were just standing there. And I kind of hit him on the shoulder. I was like, yo, bro, like, what you think is in there? Like, you know, like, we're here, you know? So then my brother came, same thing. He got the same love. I said, yo, damn, bro, y'all too. Yo, what's up? You know, and just kind of clowning with them, you know? And it was like a spirit of just waiting, you know? So, like
And, you know, what stood out, you know, as he goes into how, you know, the brother Amawang Gabar and the brother Baquar Moth, you know, how much love they got, you know, coming into the kingdom. You know, and one thing about both of those men, you know, are extremely diligent, you know, scream not only in the quantity of lessons, but the thoroughness, okay, that those brothers teach with, okay, the information that them brothers convey through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. So the thing, what I took from it is, okay, this is the caliber, you know, this is a standard, like the way that these men move, this is a standard that's acceptable to the Lord. Okay? Now, you know, I don't know much about those brothers' day-to-day lives, all right, but one thing about it, to be that available, you know, for the truth, it takes sacrifice, man. You see, to be that available, to have that much time, because see, the video is just the final product, okay? Like that brother Amawang Gabar, which both of them, Baquar Moth, he goes into a lot of the both of those brothers go into current events, all right? The brother Amawang Gabar, he goes into, you know, a lot of live, you know, news updates and, you know, topics dealing with the happenings in the news. Okay? It takes time to filter through information, especially now, because you can't just bring out anything. You got to fact check the news. You got to, you know, cross-reference, you know, the news. You see, find you some, you know, some reliable sources. The brother Baquar Moth, you know, he even goes and delves into the history breakdowns. Okay? and you can tell that this is their life. Okay, they're not just throwing lessons up there to say, well, I did mine for the day. No, you can tell that this is these brothers' life. Okay? And that's what's acceptable. That's what's pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Al-Shah. You know, so when he said those men's name, and I began to think about, you know, the qualities of those men, you know, just from the aspect of watching them from videos, you know, and they're diligent, okay, and they're thorough, okay, and it's like, you know, we have to examine ourselves to make sure, like, okay, am I being as diligent as I can be? Am I being as thorough as I can be? You know, I want that same love. You know, I want that job well done. As Elder Apostle Gabar say, that's his, you know, his number one thing in his truth is to get that job well done, you know, from Yahweh Shah. Okay, and this is why we're here. You know, this is why we're not into that tacky shit, okay, that people try to make this truth to be about. We're not here for that, man. That's the lowest frequency you can be on, that messy gossip, you know, trying to be important, that shit. That's the lowest frequency you can be on. Like, nah, man, we want a job well done from Yahweh Shah, okay? And it's gonna take a labor. Hey, we gotta labor to that, okay? And when we're really laboring in this thing, you have 0 seconds, all right, for the dumb shit that people try to make this ministry about, man. Okay? So when you go there, all right, is, you know, let's get some precepts. This is 2 Peter 1 and all right, this is 2 Peter 1. Okay. And 10, yep, get to the point. It says, wherefore the brethren, give diligence, okay, to make your calling, which we, like I say, we know we're called. Well, we pray that we're chosen, you know, but we know we're called into this thing. The Lord give us the ability to, you know, to edify, you know, the ability to rehearse the righteous acts, you know, to believe what we read, to understand what we read. So we're called into this thing, okay? But as we know we're called, what should we do? Wherefore the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fail. So let's get into this word diligence. You know, and this diligence on and off camera. You know, and being diligent off camera, you know, is coming to fasting, praying, you know, separating from this world, discipline. Because discipline is something that, just as you can do a lesson every day, we have to practice discipline every day, self-restraint every day. Okay? We have to practice trusting every day, practice having faith every day. You know, practice giving attendance to reading. Okay? So as we do these things daily, by default, you're gonna have output. Okay, you're gonna increase in output. So you go into being diligent, which is in the Greek.
Strong's G 4704. Spudazo.
Spudazo. All right, to hasten, to make haste, to exert oneself, to endeavor, to give diligence, man. You know, to exert oneself, man. You know, hey, there's an actual fatigue that comes with this, man. Okay, at some points there's going to be a strain in this thing, man. Okay, we can't shy away, okay, from the labor that comes with this, man. You see, the work that goes into this, man, and it's a daily grind. It's a daily grind that goes into this thing, man. Okay, it says i.e. to make, go to Strong's definition, it says to i.e. to make effort, to be prompt or earnest, to do diligence, to be diligent, forward, to labor, to study. Okay, to labor, to study, man. All right. And these are the things that's required of us, man. Okay. Rightly dividing the word and truth, man. You see, as the scriptures say in the 2 Timothy 2:15. Hey, to tap in, man. 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. Okay, and ain't no getting around it, man. You know, there's a lot of time. You know, there's time that has to be committed to this thing, man. You know, that's what's required of us. That's us being that living sacrifice, man. Okay, that dedication. There's a the level of dedication that's required in this thing, man. Okay, verse 15 said, "Work hard," and read this in NLT. Work hard so you can present yourself to the Most High and receive His approval. And the brother seen, himself, which their brother, our one, all right, the brother who had the testimony, the vision, Lightbringer 144, okay, that brother is diligent, when it comes to his works. He puts out, thorough lessons. You can tell that he put some labor into getting the information and extrapolating it, filtering it through the scriptures and presenting it as a lesson. Okay? It says work hard so you can present yourself to the Most High and receive His approval. And, like I say, the brother Amawan Gabar, the brother Bakwar Moth, okay? Those brothers, they embody that, man. And you can tell there's not a thing of pride on those men. It's sincerity. Okay? But to be approved of the Most High, man, it's going to be, hey, we got to labor in whatever our lot is, man. Okay? The gift, because everyone's been given gifts. Okay? Everyone's been given the office. Okay? To excel, man, in this thing. Okay? Said, be a good worker, one who does not need to be ashamed and who correctly explains the word of truth, man. Breakdowns have to be revisited. Certain histories have to be revisited. Certain things. It's a labor. There's more. There's way more. There's way. All right, more than enough. All right. There's way more than enough things to be occupied in as we wait, for the coming of Yahushua. Okay, and we want that approval, man. You see, we want to be found worthy, man. We want that eternal job well done. Okay. So, didn't even hear it. Read verse 16 says, "But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness," man. And you read this in 16, it says, "And avoid worthless, foolish talk that only leads to more godless behavior," man. See, we're not in the time of vanity, foolishness, niggerdom, ratchet shit. We not in the time for this shit, man. Okay? We didn't wake up to the truth to bring that ratchet shit into the truth, man. All right? That nigga shit into the truth, man. We avoid those things, man. Okay? Because we're becoming something that's beneficial for Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Okay? We're the Lord has given us His grace period to where we're coming to the point to where we can be approved of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. That's the approval we want. Give a damn how people of this world look at us, man. Okay? Give a damn how the comment board look at us, man. Nah, man. We want to get that ultimate approval of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. Okay? So let's go from there. Let's go back into it.
So, like a few minutes after that, as we're standing there, I saw some brothers who are in GMS now, but their faces in the dream didn't have faces of brothers in GMS. But the whole group of us, we were all in GMS, you know? So I was like, damn, like, and I saw brothers who were trying to make a case. You know, they were opening up scriptures, like running around, like, and then the apostles were just standing there very like stern, just standing there, no emotions, nothing, just standing there quietly, like, what are you trying to prove to us? Like, we got nothing we can't save you. We're just approving the men that the Lord has already approved. So you coming up here, if you're not approved, you can't get here, you know? And, oh, and then we also had garments, right? As soon as you got approved and you were on the other side, on the right side, you got also your white robes, your garments, right? So we were standing there, and the brothers who didn't have garments, they were kind of like walking around, like trying to prove a point, like going through the scriptures, like, oh, yo, but what about this? Like, I did this. Well, you don't remember I was with you? Like, yo, they were kind of like trying to pitch a case, you know? And brothers were just standing there like, damn, that's crazy. Like, wow. And they look worldly. You know, they had regular pants on, you know, boots. They got regular shirt. You know, they didn't look the part, you know? And they look worldly, you know what I mean? And we were just kind of standing there like, damn, that's crazy. Like, yo. And they didn't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai on them. You know, it's kind of like lay low under the radar, you know, until you kind of get to the end. But you got to the end, but guess what? You weren't approved. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying to pitch a case. Like, it was mad buzz. Like, it was like they were going insane. You know, like pissed off, crying, like, yo, what about this? Like, look, I got this, I got a precept right here. Like, it's like last minute trying to pitch a case, you know, but it wasn't working, you know? And then it's like.
And see, this the time is to make our case for the kingdom. Okay? This is the time to make our case for the kingdom. So you hear this and it's like, okay, we don't want to be this example. We got the example of what's approved, okay, when it comes to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the standard, the behavior, the mindset that's approved of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Now we're seeing the mindset that's not approved. First, you know, there was that last minute shit, which goes into those foolish virgins that wasn't trimming their lamp, okay, as they was waiting on the bridegroom Yahushai to return. Okay, they wasn't diligent. Okay, they wasn't, you know, laboring in this thing. That half-ass, you know, that bare minimum spirit, that just enough to keep people off my ass. That look busy spirit. You know, that spirit of looking busy but really not into it. Like niggas at work. You know, they be bullshitting. Okay. And then that evaluation come and you look at the numbers and it's like, he bullshitting. Okay? And we don't want to be in that spirit, man. Okay? Just as you go here. Let's see the brother. This is what we want to be in. We're going to touch on that. This is Sirach. All right, 7-15. It's the brother GMS feed the flock. It said, hate not laborious work, neither husbandry, which the Most High have ordained, man. And we're husbandmen in the vineyard of Israel. All right, as the Lord likened Israel to a vineyard in Isaiah the 5th chapter. Okay, and we're the husbandmen of that vineyard, which, hey, that's a tedious labor. Okay, if you ever did husbandry work, if you ever had to tend to a garden, okay, that's very tedious labor. There's a lot that go into that. Okay, very time-consuming labor. You see, and this is what we've been called into. All right, verse 13. This all means like it's Sirach 13-26. GMS feed the flock. A cheerful countenance is a token, all right, of a heart that is in prosperity, and the finding out of parables is a wearisome labor of the mind. Which, hey, you gotta toil in this thing, man. Going into words, going down that rabbit hole of looking up words, going into the backstories of certain times of the Bible, and you know, it's a wearisome thing. Okay, you hear something the brothers say, you're not familiar with it, so you go research that, look that up. You know, it's a wearisome thing. You know, but it's part of the labor. Like we're coming into, all right, a reward. So these labors are going to be rewarded. Okay, and we're not doing these things to, you know, be looked at as that guy to try to, be the deepest, teacher in Israel. It's like, nah, we're sincerely, toiling in this thing for the sake of bringing out more edification for the body, man. Okay, we don't get super chats, and we're not, getting on these platforms to be seen and over here and over there and debate here. Like, nah, man, this is all right to benefit the body. Okay, because even it goes into that, which let me see, it's the brother Matthew 25:21. Okay, and it says, his Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord, man. And this is the end game. This is what we have our eye single on, man. Okay, to where there's a lot of things we can't even entertain, man. Okay, if we tapped into this, we locked into this, man. Okay, so yeah, that spirit, that bare minimum spirit ain't gonna cut it. Okay, you go here to is 2 Corinthians 9:16. It says, but this I say, he which soweth sparingly shall reap also sparingly, and he which soweth bountifully shall reap also bountifully, man. And we want to reap bountifully, man. So it takes what? Sowing bountifully, man. Ain't no shortcuts in this. Okay? You're not going to be able to ride the wave of brothers. Nah, we all going to have to labor, okay, according to the portion that the Lord gave us, man. Okay? Galatians 6:4 says, but let every man prove his own work. Okay? And then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not another. Okay? Verse 5, for every man shall bear his own burden. And we all have our own portion of faith, our own portion of understanding the office that the Lord has given us to toil in this thing, man. A brother can't believe for me. You see, a brother can't labor for me. No, as individuals, we got to dig into this thing, man. And we do it for the purpose of the collective, okay? But there's an individual effort that's required in this thing, man. Okay? You see? Looking busy and pretending to be busy ain't going, that's not going to get it. You see? Anytime now, the Lord requires us to be thorough in this thing, man. Serious-minded in this thing. Okay? You read this in the NLT, it says, pay careful attention to your own work. Galatians 6:4 in the NLT. Pay careful attention to your own work, for then when you get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Okay? So as we begin to understand what our gifts is, what our lot is, we don't have to compare ourselves to anyone else, because we begin to understand what's expected of us, man. We should be understanding more what's expected of us, man. Okay? And every brother is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing in their life. So when you look out, there's certain brothers that's gonna, produce more. That's gonna talk more on this topic. There's gonna be more long-winded, Some brothers gonna be a lot of quick hits, like that's their brother lot. Okay? So we're not here to compare ourselves, because we're so busy pouring it. We can't and when we get busy, when we get obsessed with the lot that the Lord gave us, okay, and begin to lean into the gift that the Lord gave us, and be occupied in this thing, we don't have time, okay, to look around and compare ourselves, because we're so busy growing in our own life. Okay? We begin to excel in our own lane. You're not comparing yourself to anyone. You're just excelling in the lot. We're just excelling in the lot that was given unto us, man. Okay? Because every brother's gift, every brother's portion is needed. Okay? And the body benefits off us excelling in whatever our portion in this thing is, whatever our office is. The body benefits off us excelling in that lane, in that portion, in that office, man. All right. So, yeah, man, let's go here. All right. And we can end it here with Luke. You know, and you brothers and sisters can watch the rest of the video. Okay. This is on Luke 21:34. It says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with fighting and drunkenness and cares of this life, and so that day come upon you unawares. Yeah, see, we can get caught up in this shit. Like, we can't, you know, we cannot underestimate the power of the allure of Babylon, which can lure us back into this thing, rock us back to sleep, to where we're not in tune what's happening. We're not in tune what Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah is doing in the earth. And this day can come unawares, man. Because those men that were scrambling, you can tell, hey, that last minute, you know, procrastination, that, you know, not in tune, okay? They're trying to last minute, trying to, you know, make a case and find precepts. And nah, man, because you get into it in this world, you're going to be out of touch with Yahweh Shah. You get too entangled in this shit, man. So that's why we got to constantly take heed to ourselves, making sure that we're not too entangled in this shit. Okay? Because wherever we spend our time, whether we're physically there or mentally there, that's what we become. That becomes who we are. Okay? So the cares of this life, man, can become an entrapment because it's never ending. Because this is a chaotic society, man. It's chaos, chasing pleasure, chasing lust, chasing clout. That's never ending, and it's vain. Okay, and it's very distracting. You know, it'll have you in this mindset like this place is not going to end. Okay, and what did the brother say? He said those men, they still had those regular clothes on, man, which means they never really grew in Yahweh Shah. Within this grace period, they still was worldly. That's why this thing wasn't everything to them. It was a side piece. Okay? Verse 36. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Yeah, because the Lord, this is going to be a global judgment. Now it's going to be the worst here in America. And in the Third World War, America is going to get the bulk. All right? The grand finale of the nuclear destruction. But hey, the Lord finna try the earth, man. You see? The judgment finna go forth throughout the earth. It says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be counted. All right, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. Okay? We want to be those men, okay, that are counted worthy to stand before the Son of Man. Yahweh Shah. Okay? This is what we should be locked into. And it's a daily grind to get there, man. Okay? It's a daily grind to get there, man, on and off camera. Okay? So, that was pretty much the point, you know. I say the point being made. I say it's a beautiful testimony that the brother had and dream, okay, which is pretty much a vision, okay. Lord will, you know, we're, you know, found worthy, okay, in that day. You see, to stand before the King and to be approved of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, man, to be that our labors and our toiling and our faith, our obedience and steadfastness is, you know, accepted. Okay? So, till next time, say Shalom. Kwam Yashala. Shalom.